Hi, good morning. As you can see by the thumbnail, the Manson girls are back. So funny because I haven't watched them in a while. Not unless Medea, um, what you call it, put up their updates or whatever. So Medea said that how the reason why uh, Malia Eferu Zoka, can't even remember half the names now. Aya is back because of Velvet. Now, now we know Velvet did her little thing too, and Velvet literally was calling Malia out on certain stuff. I mean, I don't like Velvet, I don't like her, but she literally called her on a lot of stuff. Now, remember the fight they had? Right, Velvet describes the fight and that how Malia was pulled her hair out and how it was orchestrated by Nature Boy, which was true. It was orchestrated by Nature Boy because we know Nature Boy used to say one thing to the other person, say another thing to the other person, then they would do a whole sit down thing and or do it on the internet or something. So first, I think first Medea did show them responding to Velvet, and I think she showed a little bit of a clip of Velvet speaking. Uh, the crazy thing is with this cult, right? Yes, some of the members has literally moved on. Some of them has moved on, and some of them is still in a way, a roundabout ways, still doing the same thing. So, when Velvet came on and she spoke, it almost sounded a bit like the first time when she left Carbonation, when she was doing like a little bit of a tell all and little bits and pieces. Now, what I liked was when she said to them, "No, you guys sit there and watch me eat," right? And then she said, I think they came into her live or something like that, and it was like Velvet, like you know how she gets very gutter mouth and she goes to the next level, and she was basically saying to Malia, why would you leave your son for the wolves to take him? Which is true. Like for years, I don't know, for years when Malia joined, a lot of people was mentioning her son to her. I think either one time she mentioned her son when she was with Nature Boy. Nature Boy went ballistic. So when um when Velvet said what she said, um Malia Eferu, well, as they call themselves Imagine now, because they're not called Carbonation, they responded to Velvet. But at first, it was doing okay. Let's worship Malia. Because they gave her all these names: Isis, Lucia, something, something. I can't remember half the stupid name now. And so it was like when Nature Boy used to do like those video setups where like he'll put on the headdress and he'll sit. Now the girls at first didn't know what the hell they were doing. There was literally pausing every minute, fixing this, fixing that, fixing this. So Malia sat there, like as you can see by the thumbnail, she sat there, and it's like she didn't even know what to do. So I'm thinking to myself, right, right, you know how they always say, right, you don't worship man, you don't worship man, you know what I mean? So it looked like in the video they was worshipping her with their hands up in the air, raising their hands, and and the thing was the music they were playing. Now, we know carbonation takes from many different places, many different doctrines, mix it all up, throws it back, and that's what they did. That's what it looked like with the music. I recognized the music straight away because I listened to the music on a regular anyway. And then afterwards, right, they went to Native American, and it's like there is. I think there's a picture of. I think it's there's a picture of a Anubis. I think it's the Anubis or one of them, and she's kneeling down and she's got a headdress. There's one of those pictures around somewhere. So I think that's where they got the idea from, right? So they was on Bigo doing all this, and like because Medea's got the video, and it was like Malia was like later. No, I think after that. Right, you know how Nature Boy used to have Malia being the gangster kind of business. She started threatening. I think she was threatening Shaka. She was threatening Shaka, but I should show it in it to make it easier for myself. I should just show it in it, like because talking about it and when you see it, it's two different things. So I might just show it just to make it easier for myself. Let me sort out some colours here because it looks a bit dull. It's a little bit dull. So let me find Medea's page, and then I'll share it to make it easier for myself. Because me explaining it, I don't think you guys can picture it when I explain it, unless you was there to watch it. Let me see if I can get it. Get it. Oh. Right, hopefully it's not going to zonk out on me because I'm in a weird place. Right, so let me show it to make it easier for myself. I'm going to show it. Hopefully Baba ain't going to wake up. Let's bring it a bit closer. Right.
Yep. War in battle with you, but straight up, I'm the queen. Like I won that war. You the one that. I cheated. You cheated, bro. I'm the one that beat you. I'm the one that won that war. I'm the one that won that fight. You bit me on the brakes. You cheated. You picked up a stick.
Now, if you've seen the fight that they had, I can't remember how long back it happened. Now, remember, right, there was near a beach, right? There was near water, rocks, a lot of water, right? And these two girls, her and Velvet, was fighting. It was one of the most, I don't know, it was like scary to look at the same time. It was frightening because it could have ended in one of the worst ways, right? So when they were fighting, I think because Nature Boy decided, like, he was like literally playing both sides, literally. So when the girls decided to fight, it was like, right, and they had Aya and Efaru, like, when he said, okay, stop, then they will pull him apart. So he'll say, okay, fight. So then they fight. It was like Fight Club, basically. Yeah, that's basically, it was like Fight Club, right? If you was around the time when Velvet and Malia fight, It was so horrible that even Malia had to call time out. Right, her lip was busted. Velvet bit her boob. She was really busted up. Mind you, Velvet was busted up, but not as much as Malia, right? So when she's talking like this, right, she needs to remember a whole lot of stuff was happening. Not only that, right, she had to kiss Velvet's foot and ring afterwards, after the fight. I remember that like yesterday. And the reason why I say that, because when I watch this now thinking back, right, she fought to be in the place of Velvet, and it was jealousy from both sides. It was like jealousy from both sides. So, um, sometimes, right, because Nature Boy will play games. He will literally play games with the girls. He'll play games with the members. He'll play games with their feelings. He'll play games with their emotions. He'll do so much things. He'll do so much. So when Malia's talking like this now, right? Because I know if she ever came face to face with Velvet, it will be a different story, because Velvet's one of those women. She will hit you and ask you questions later. That's how Velvet comes over to me. She seems to have that that way about her. I wouldn't say angry way, because if I say it like that, it's like saying she is an angry black woman. She just seems to how if she has to defend herself, she will do it. That's how she comes over. And I'm not for Velvet and I'm not for Malia, but that's how it comes over. But Malia now, what I see on screen, and I can see where she's taking her ideas of the headscarf, the way she's dressed, and Velvet is right to a certain extent. She does want to be Velvet. She does, because even how she's talking on here, even though she comes from New Orleans, you can hear the the um the personality, because people take on other people's personalities, right? But this here, right? They it seems like I don't know who started with who first, right? But from the video that Medea put up, right? Um, Velvet, as bad as she is, yes, she did make sure her and her baby was okay, but sometimes she didn't put her child in safe spaces. She didn't put her child in safe spaces or whatever, or she would leave her with Mama Wanda and then she'll go off or whatever. And she was very adamant. She was saying, people was talking about her and all this, but I think she was mostly talking to these women, right? Not necessarily the commentators, not so necessarily the reactors. I think she was talking about these girls here, because they are mad because she spoke up at the trial, and and the fact that how they keep referring to him as their husband and this and that and the other, when he is not their husband. He's none of their husbands. Hi, Dr. Amira. Yeah, yeah, he is not their husband. He is not. Yes, Velvet is crazy. She is very crazy. He is not their husband to none of them, but they always refer to him as their husband, their child. Malia has a son, right? And we know in most cases, right, they say that boys need their fathers, yes, but they also need their mum. And she made a great sacrifice to be in carbonation. She sacrificed her son by going to carbonation. And because of how her son came about as well, right? It wasn't really the most righteous as a way, but she's here portraying herself as this person. So I'm going to play the response, because for people who haven't seen the response, what they did what imagination did to Velvet. It's like some of the things she says, you're just like, where was all this when you was around Nature Boy? Because she literally was she literally gangster. I would do for my man. There is a show in America called My Man or Snapped, and she comes over like that, right? If Nature Boy says to her, okay, I want you to do A and B, because one time I think a woman approached him somewhere in a club, I think in Atlanta, and Nature Boy ran to the van and he handed Malia a pow pow. Malia stood in front of she went to the woman, and she pull the lip, like in this, right? You see her pulling the lip, the this, that. Because bear in mind, right? They're not in the real world. They're not in the real world. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what life is. Their whole life is revolving around Nature Boy. Even to this day, it's revolving around him. He is their god in their eyes. And I don't know whether maybe I've explained this before, but if you have not heard of this cult, so these are the leftovers of the so-called cult, even though some members, ex-members, who say that ex-members are questionable to me, right? But these girls here, there's something wrong with them, desperately wrong with them. Um, and 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 I really feel that how if Velvet ever did get her hands on Malia again, it will be detrimental, right? But listen to her response, or how she responds to Velvet when she tells her truth. Because, like I said, Velvet did say some truths, but Velvet also had a part to play with certain things too. So she's not excluded from this neither, right? The only difference is that how she moved on and she's gotten on with life, but she still does certain stuff. But certain things that is a bit questionable. But I don't really watch her like that. But Medea keeps up to date with them. She keeps us definitely updated. Like I said, I haven't watched carbonation stuff in ages. Even I think I did see all the time when she put up something about Garget, Gargut, whatever his name is, but that's about it. So I don't really check for them because I've kind of moved on to other things, and I'll do other things sometime. I don't always do certain stuff, or I don't look over there, or I don't look over there. I sometimes do my own whatever. But anyways, enough of that. Let me just play this.
And you try to me with it. You went too far. You went too far. First of all, I was supporting you the whole time. I was there for
You
you
was
the
her,
whole
you
time.
was
I
her
was literally your friend the whole time, supporting you, next to you. Never had an issue with you. Never wanted to fight you. Never wanted to go against you. Never wanted to belittle you. Nothing like that. I was literally your friend. The whole cookie house, I was calm. I was supporting you. I was really a sister.
how
Loving.
how
And you was literally just jealous of me the whole time, cause Eligio wanted to literally be take me in as a wife with you and create polygamy with you, right? And be a real woman. That's the real reason. Yeah. G shit.
she lies because he treated her like his bed wench. He treated her like his bed wench, and he also used her to get Velvet riled up because he knew what really got to Velvet. He used Malaya's body a lot, and she would kind of just allow him to do whatever. One time she turned up on Scream, or somebody, one of the content creators, there's a picture of her where she's arched, but on her back there's a whole big bruise that was on her back. A whole big bruise. The bruise was really quite big, and there was a lot of concern. Then another time when she went to the hospital, right? I think somebody caught the board, and on the board was I can't remember what it was written, but the family said that how it's like her insides was moved around, like, you know what I mean. So she's saying that you was the bedwench, you was the pawn to pee off um basically Velvet. That's what you was. He just used you because some men are like that. If they know there is something that can get to a woman, they would do it. They would do it. They would use it to get to you. And that's what he kept doing with Velvet. He kept he kept using Malia and saying, "Oh, she's good in bed" or some rubbish like that. Because Nature Boy is a whole sexual deviant. So he would say certain things to get Velvet mad, and I feel he definitely used to do a lot of mix up in the camp. He used to do it a lot, right? You know what I'm saying? So, um, why are you saying that like as though it's some great achievement that you have achieved? You haven't achieved nothing. You're still like backing him. You're backing him. She was trying to run away so many times, right? Even one time they had to go pick her up from the embassy in Puerto Rico, one of them places where they was. Velvet was always running. Yes, Velvet was up for a lot of things. Yes, she was, right? Because she's not innocent in all of this neither. But at the same time, she was always trying to run away from Nature Boy. Like any chance she got, she used to pick Ellie up and she used to just go, right? Because she was literally in a DV situation, right? Where like he will just beat her, like blank out beat her, or as Sybil put it, one time there was somewhere and he got him to form a circle, and he beat her. He ripped off all her clothes and everything. So you saying that is doesn't mean here nor there. You was accessory to a lot of stuff, and I'm actually surprised that these women are still out here doing this. I'm actually surprised. I call them the Manson girls because they move like the Manson girls. If given the right signal or told something, they will go and do something. They will do something either to the ex-members, their family, or themselves. They are very dangerous. You know what I mean? Because they are very much mind, body, and spirit. Nature Boy. That's what they are. They have no sense of identity. They don't know who they are. They're in their 20s, in their twilight 20s. 20s is your twilight time, I think. And they're wasting it. They're wasting it because many girls go out with big men, but then they will come to realization of certain stuff and they get out of it. But these girls know. I mean, look at her. Fair enough, she looks better because she was thinner before. There's all sorts of examples that I did show of her looking real busted up, skinny, all sorts of stuff. And I feel there's mental health with them. Like, and I'm not saying that how everybody's got good mental, because some people have hidden mental health. These girls, their mental health shows out a lot. And they will do anything to keep him fed and watered, even though he doesn't care. He don't care about them. He don't care. But here she is defending Nature Boy, Malia, the one who was abused the most by him, and I will continue to say he abused her the most. He let her do a pregnancy test on the side of the road. He'll beat her. He'll do all sorts of stuff to her. I think the time when she had a time to get away from him, the girls all rushed him. He sent the girls to rush her. So although this is a long time ago, they still believe in this God. Oh, he's my God. He's my husband. You didn't get married to him. Velvet married him. But I'm gonna let it go because I find I can't think I'm going on too much.
I ain't even finna hold y'all, but is it me? Before Zoka did not appear for that.
To Eligio, it's just like it put a fire in me. And during these last 3 years, it's just been crazy, and people just do not understand who Eligio is. Who did, people just don't understand.
Who is he then? Can you explain who he is? Because I'm sure you don't know who he is neither. Because he is a DL man. He was a DL man. Now he's in prison. Now he can just be himself now. Right? He said in words uh from prison or something. I can't remember the stupid saying. I used to remember all this shit. But anyways, yeah. Do you know who he is? Maisha can say who he is. Velvet can say who he is. I don't know who else. His sister can say who he is. Do you know who he is? Because most of the time, right, he will have you guys in corners. He'll have you guys face on the floor. He'll do photo ops with you, like, so that he looks good on the outside. He was very good at promotional stuff. Business side, yes, he was very good at that because he knew certain industry. He had you lot all over different websites doing the most. Do you know who he is? Because I assure you, Malia, you don't know who he is. You don't know. You're there batting for somebody who doesn't care. But anyways, I'm going to repeat myself, so I'll just stop.
Who this man is. You really don't. He's very powerful. He's very, very powerful. Yes. He's way more powerful than people really think he is. And it's
Sorry about that. I tapped out the wrong thing or I touched it or something. I'm still getting used to these screens. Yes. They don't know who he is. They don't know. But anyways, let me play it.
How he's so powerful, but he's bishop, aka.
I do want to talk. I'm just getting hyped. I'm excited because I'm literally with God.
Yeah, right. That's exciting, bro. Like,
Even Aya, do you know how many times this woman he insulted Aya, said that how he don't like her, he should leave. Oh, you're coming to mash up me of it. I'm even surprised Aya is still there. Aya is still there, but it's like she has nothing to lose. So I feel that's why she's still there. Hold on, let me see. I feel Aya has nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? Aya's there saying how they're working for the Queen, right? Like I said, their Queen, like I mean, I used to call Velvet Queen of the Damned, and to be honest, Malia, you're Queen of nothing really. I mean, Like, I'm surprised like you lot didn't do what Natiri did and literally go and do something. I mean, even though Hooters is not the best place to be, but at least like she showed, okay, I've come from a cult, I've had my child with one of the members, and now I'm doing ABCD, whatever. And I don't like Janae at all, right? I don't like Janae like that, but the main fact is that how like she's changed her life. She's moved from being this whatever, because like yes, you can be new age and you can live a certain way. You can even be new age and be normal. You can be whatever. But these women, they have no understanding of nothing. Like I said, they was literally doing hoodoo on the screen, like doing certain stuff. Like it's weird to watch because they mix up all the doctrine, they mix up all the stuff what they believe in. They've been doing this for a long time. I have videos where they had a whole Buddha and he was dressed like one of the, as people call it, the ascended masters or whatever he wants. He called himself Babaji. He called himself Tahuti. He called himself what's the next name? Free. Like he literally was doing hundreds of different types of doctrines, right? And when Fundi as well broke down some of the stuff that they were doing, it made me start to think. Even on screen when he was talking about certain things, right? It's like every time you watched him, you'll get mad, you'll get angry. You get angry because of what he was putting through the screen. Then Philly Bruja spoke about the jumpers when they jump through screen. And I believe even till now, with certain, I'll say, peoples that's on there being the mummies particularly, right? Yes, because it makes you mad, it makes you angry, it makes you you wanna, right, you literally wanna throw your device somewhere after watching carbonation, right? Carbonation is not a positive thing. Imagination is not a positive. They could change the name 150 times. To me, there always be carbonation, and that's it. Because that's all I see, right? Even when I see Musa or whatever he calls himself now, Musa. Even when I see True, when I see Shiva. I mean, I'm not saying they have to prove anything to me, but if you do a big shift like Janae, aka Nefertiri, did, right, I will more respect her because I'll tell you, I respect Nefertiri a little bit. I would give her respect on that and the fact that she was strong enough to go and charge him because many left and nobody charged him. So this lady here talking what she's talking is crazy to me. But then they cut off all their hair. Now they're wearing wraps again. Then they're Muslim 1 minute, then they're something else another minute. Like, you know what I mean? Like Lucia. I'm gonna find out who Lucia is. I am. I'm gonna find out who Lucia. I know who Isis is, but Lucia, I think I've heard the name in passing because she's got all these names now. Doesn't mean nothing really because they don't understand the powers of the names. Your name gives you powers. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm not gonna go into no long speech.
For
Stop everything right now.
Okay.
Wait. Just breathe.
Okay.
I'm just excited. I haven't been on here in a while.
Okay,
I really have a lot to say I really have a lot to say. Cause the bitch got me all the way fucked up. Like you got me all the way fucked up. Like I'm dead ass. Like I don't understand.
Oh my goodness! See how she's talking now. Do you know that's how Velvet talks? She's been studying Velvet. She's literally been studying Velvet. How she talks, how she works her hands, how she gestures. This is Velvet's personality that she's got right now.
Why? My name's filling your mouth, but you got me fucked up.
Exactly.
Triggered. She triggered. Y'all. And y'all tell us in the business in the family.
And then y'all go to the Pope. Did she have some rats in her house too?
Y'all go to the Pope.
Yeah. Sorry, but her she's.
And y'all tell the business in the family. Y'all. I'll never be like you. I'm loyal.
Loyal? What is loyal? What is loyal when somebody do not check for you, when a man don't check for you, right? I'm loyal to people until I get a little rubbed the wrong way, or I feel a certain way. Sometimes I try not to say a lot. So loyalty is when you when you are loyal. Hold on, my battery's gonna die before I start going into switch mode. Now, people, you can throw around their words. Certain words people can throw around: empathy, haters, I'm loyal. It's in the actions. Actions speak louder than words. These ladies think by being loyal to Nature Boy, it is something. It's nothing. It's nothing. Why don't you be loyal to your son? Well, her and Aya particularly. Why don't you be loyal to your son? Why don't you just up and leave and do your life? Go check to see if you got anything, because there was not rumors, but things coming out with herpes, STDs, all sorts of stuff coming out. These women need to close this book and walk away about being loyal. Who are you loyal to? He wants you there so you can give him money for food in the prison. What's it, connoisseury they call it? Clothes, because they list all the stuff what they do for him. Make sure he's got connoisseury, to make sure he's got clothes, to make sure he's got this, to make sure he's got that. Even when she explains to when one of the ladies jumps up on the panel and wife, my understanding of wife doesn't mean being a doormat. You're not a doormat. It's supposed to be equal footing in marriage, whether it's a boyfriend, girlfriend situation. Like, you know what I mean? She gets it all the way mixed up. Being loyal doesn't mean to say a man should not put his hand on you to show you that he loves you. Nature Boy did that many times. Many times. Even Velvet later on learned the lesson of that. Right, that's not love. That's what I'm saying. People misunderstand love. I do believe some women need to go through some type of class of understanding what love means. What is love? Love doesn't mean lying on your back, having sex all the time, because that becomes a chore. Sex should not be a chore. You're supposed to enjoy it, right? Love is not supposed to hurt. You are not supposed to be bruised up, mashed up, being called all type of names. To me, that's not a man. That's a boy. That's a boy child. And even he, because he hated women so much, he treated you lot so low. I'm talking about spirituality. Well, that's a whole nother different conversation there. Spirituality. Oh, but I'm spiritual. Spirituality is a personal thing between you and your God. Some people show it outwardly, but only little bits. Some people show it fully, but in different ways. Muslims, they show it through dress, Rastas show it through their hair, their food, and who they identify with. right? Spirituality is also personal growth. You go through trials and tribulations, you have to ride the wave. You got to ride it. These women don't do none of that. They talk about shadow, what the word is, shadow work, but doesn't do the work. Getting high is a good thing, but it can also, spirits can enter you as well. You know, there is entities all over the place. Even now Mr. Trump's there now. So it's like these women have no idea what's going on around them. The whole election's come and gone, and they're still looking towards Nature Boy like as though he's the god. And who is God anyway? What does God look like? You know, a goddess will never come and be like, you know, if you watch certain folklores, the goddess will come as a pauper, as the lowest thing that nobody will even look at. They will not come as beautiful or whatever. They'll be a simple child, an old woman to test, to see who you are. And through your humbleness, that's how they will test you, and that's how they know that you are the worshipper. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't know if I explained it right. It's so early in the morning. I don't know if I explained it right. These women are off their rocker. And I'm not for mental health institution, but at this point, they need to be in a mental health institution. Need to get everything checked.
For real, for real. You literally got whatever you're a part of, be loyal to that.
Velvet ain't a part of nothing. You know what Velvet's doing? Velvet's living. That's what I see. But she's still a little bit, I don't know. Because certain things that happened on the live what Medea put up was questionable to me. Certain actions was questionable. What she was doing on the screen, right? She don't have to be no set. She don't have to be no organization. So I don't know why Malia feels need, oh, whatever you're doing, the Velvet's living like Janae is living. And Serene, what's it, Serene? I don't remember all their blinking names right now. I'm not even going to try and remember all their names. Oh, yes. And Pisces. Pisces, trying to live. He's trying. I can see he's trying. He's trying. But you guys don't want to live. You don't want to live. You're submissive to an idiot.
That's some
I signed up
advice.
for this shit.
That's some advice.
I believe the black man is God.
That's some
And when the shit hits the fan,
for real.
y'all really did.
Ooh, mercy on your soul. Y'all gotta look at that.
Yeah. Y'all can see.
Oh, y'all gotta.
Is that me, Aya, my sisters, Efru, Zoka. We hold all the secrets. And we hold all the stories that no one knows.
Nobody.
And nobody's saying that on the camera.
And we don't go.
And we hold the stories that nobody know about.
We don't go doing what y'all doing. What I look like you. You be your higher self, right?
Okay, so are they trying to...
Right now. Yeah. The crazy thing is that she wouldn't act like none of that. Everybody already know. She would still be with Eligio right now.
If it wasn't for polygamy.
Right now.
Polygamy. You like ain't in polygamy. You're not in polygamy. That what he was doing wasn't polygamy. The women's not supposed to stay in the same house together. They're not supposed to sleep together and all that sort of craziness what you guys was doing. Right? Yes, I believe So I believe, because the question was asked, would Velvet still be with Nature Boy if these girls wasn't around? I believe yes, she would have been. She would be still with him. She would be. Because remember, she was loyal to Omak until Nature Boy decided to play with her. She was loyal. She was actually very loyal to him, and Nature Boy was kind of jealous of that. And maybe she wanted the power side of it, or so-called power side of it. So it's very interesting that how you lot will bring up polygamy, because you lot are not in a polygamous relationship with Nature Boy. Nature Boy is probably with a man in the prison right now, because he was no way a man himself. He used to say all sorts of things, all sorts, pertaining to sexual orientation or whatever orientation, But then even that community wouldn't even accept him, because he all said, "Oh, he's not from that community," but he did do gay for pay. So, um, yeah, he's he's not he's not a man. He's not a man. By having many women or many wives, right? A man could even go out and have many women, and the women don't even know. And it's not called polygamy. Like, some men have big set loads of fantasies and all fetishes and God knows what going on with them. And you guys are his fetishes and his cash cows. That's what you guys are. You like ain't nothing else more than that. Nothing else more than that.
If it wasn't for him bringing other women in and putting his foot down and saying, no, I'm going to be with these women, she'll still be right here.
Yes. Right now. She would.
Yes. She would.
We know her very well. Like, we was all with her. But we let them come on these cameras and say these lies so they can get attention and feed off the cheap. That's how powerful he is.
Yo, it's so much stuff we really want to talk about. I'm sorry.
Yes, please, Queen.
I gotta step in because it's a lot that we really want to talk about. Like, it's a lot that we really want to get out. But y'all shut alive, and y'all follow us. Y'all follow us on Instagram, on all our platforms, on this page, on our Three God page. I know it's been a minute. I know y'all miss us. Yep.
No, we ain't miss you.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Yes, 3 is free. And,
yeah, we just needed to get our space, get this space, and get our mind right, and just vent, and just come on here and ourselves. Because obviously we got somebody here that's just, I'm tripping. Let me stop because I'm it's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of fire and passion that's burning inside me that just, I'm gonna wait, y'all. And
I always remember the time when Nature Boy did a test with them about the thing that they were following, and he had a right go at this. He had a right go at Malia. A right go. Right. She didn't know the answers or nothing. He was having a go at all of them, because the reason why they came there in the first place was for Nature Boy. They didn't come for no other reason. They didn't come to learn nothing. They didn't come to expand or nothing. Like, you know what I mean? And then one day he literally went off on Malia was really his target most of the time. Malia and Efaru was his target most of the time. And Aya would be the one who would be like the henchman of the women, right? There is a scene, there's plenty videos where like you can find, where you can see even the slapping, where they were slapping each other and all sorts of craziness. So it's like, you saying all this means nothing, because like you are truly what a cult is, right? You're like, I wouldn't say you're brainwashed. I just think that how like you really feel this man is your husband and you gotta stay there and you gotta be this person for this man. So you're prepared to fight Velvet again. If it arises again and you and Velvet meet or somehow cross paths, you are prepared to fight again because you fought for this position. But then later on, when you saw how bad the position was, I feel you was ready to head because you ran away many times. It wasn't just the time in Atlanta. There was many times. They said sometime she'll run out. I think she was naked, or she'll go somewhere, and that. And I think Shaka and Azim explained about all that. Don't let this woman on this screen fool you. The one in front with the light brown headscarf, the beige headscarf particularly, fool you. She went through it. So the fact that she is hit, but it's true. But there is a true saying: when a person's abused, yes, it is Stockholm syndrome, and they don't know no better. They don't know no better. She was abused in the worst ways. Now she's sticking by her abuser, no matter what. No matter what. All of them, they stick by their abuser, no matter what. Even Zoka lost the baby. Till this day, we don't know what happened to this child. Now we don't know what happened to this child. We don't know. So I don't say a lot, or he says something, or we don't say a lot. She don't even talk about it. She looks like she has a little bit of mental health, something going on with her. Don't let these women on this screen fool you.
On the internet, it's not like we in real life with these people face to face like we was. So it's like different being on the internet.
She didn't act like this, and no.
So all these feelings,
it's phony because it's over the internet. Like you could call me all kind of bitches and stuff like that.
Lagging
on
Wi-Fi off.
Internet.
Can't understand y'all lagging. Wi-Fi trash.
It's lagging.
Try to put the Wi-Fi on.
Put some
Put the Wi-Fi. Turn the Wi-Fi on. Let me see, y'all. We adjusting the Wi-Fi right now.
All right, y'all. Well,
y'all looking at the real ones. 3 years.
Are you the real ones? Are you really? What is the real ones? Oh, no. The chosen ones. Remember when they used to call themselves the chosen ones? And we are the chosen ones. They used to tell people, oh, because you're working and this, that, and the other, and all this stuff. And they used to do it over the internet, where they would slight people who's working, but yet still right. They would want pay cash apps and all sorts from them, and they will come on and they do their little downloads and all this foolishness. And really, so you feel because you stayed with him all this time, because you stayed a nature boy, being pretend wives or pretend whatever you want to be, that you are the real ones. I mean, and she's going to use the word loyal a lot, because I think in this whole life she says, oh, we're loyal. A wife is loyal, a wife is this, a wife is that, a wife stands for her man. You don't know what a wife is. Only women who are married can talk about being wives. Who's been in relationships for how much years, have anniversaries, have silver anniversaries, gold anniversaries. Even when your girlfriend with boyfriend, there's anniversary, a massive anniversary, long until like you get engaged to the guy. Nature Boy didn't do none of that with these girls. None of that. There was the doormat.
Together. 3 years.
Yeah. Stay together.
And y'all gonna be proud of us.
Y'all are.
Y'all probably be mad at us right now, but y'all gonna be proud of us.
Hey,
y'all gonna be proud of us.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep.
Come on.
Y'all gonna be proud of us.
Y'all are.
Y'all probably be mad at us right now, but y'all gonna be proud of us.
Hey,
y'all gonna be proud of us.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep.
Come on.
And we gonna hold our head high.
I can't believe that.
She powerful.
Yeah,
And the other men try to couch chase
They mad.
They wish to be like Chief.
Wish.
It's your humble.
Shine as bright, his light as bright as he can.
Yes.
So if I gotta just step out beside myself, that's what I'm gonna do. And just support and ride with him, ride with my husband and support him.
Yeah.
And support and give the people.
There she goes with the husband thing. I ride with my husband. You're not married to the dude. You're really not. You're really not. Because don't forget, even in prison, they can get married, you know. They get married in prison. Right? From what I know from Love After Lockup, they can do all that. So he's not your husband. Because even when stuff is going on with him, you guys are not allowed in the space of the prison. As it showed when he got poked. You lot wasn't allowed near the prison. You lot wasn't told anything, nothing at all. You literally had to go make your way to the prison, and even then they still didn't tell you what was wrong with him or what happened with him. That means that how you have no permission to find out anything. You are not the next of kin. So I think the next of kin could have been Velvet or one of the other people's. So you're not his wife because you haven't got wife permission, wife what do you call it? You know what wives do, or legally, you know, so that they can go and they can get certain things. They can ask certain stuff about their husbands. They can find out about banks and this and that and the other. You don't never had that. Never ever 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 in life had that.
People, you know, something that we really looking forward to. People need something to look forward to.
Yes.
Especially you know, especially the African American people.
Yes.
We the most no name culture, heritage, land.
Nothing. We don't
have nothing.
Nothing. No last name.
We got no last name. We got
nope.
We ain't got no land, bro. Like,
land.
Wow. No man. Who can? What curriculum do we got? Where's our man? Our man don't even have his own woman. They got the Asian. Literally all the rooms are locked behind bars.
Yes.
Y'all got these lame ass square ass niggas out here.
Beta.
Trying to be like the niggas behind bars. Not everybody. But most of these niggas.
Yes.
But most of them.
Majority.
And y'all masculine women out here fending for yourselves. And y'all disrespect.
Holla.
These women talk such sorry, I had to take a breather there. I had to think. I had to just think or understand what they're saying or trying to say. You don't know the history yourself. There is loads of indigenous women all over the world. There's loads of indigenous places. Hell, even in Trinidad, there's indigenous black people in over there, and they do have space, right? They have their spaces. It's just that, like, you guys are not knowing of that, right? Because maybe if you stepped out of your comfort zone a little bit and came from underneath nature boy, you might see what's going on. It's all and good, like saying that yes, in some cases, yes, but there's people who is literally trying to get land. They go out of the west. They come out of the west and go and get land. There is black farmers who have land, even though people's trying to stop that right now. There's black farmers who has land. These women don't know anything. Do not listen to these women. Right? Go do your own research. Go find out for yourself. These women have no idea, nothing at all.
Holla, wait. Malia, aka Tanisha.
My teacher.
Everybody, nurturer, the first teacher, the first guy, the first. We literally stop being mothers to
She
our
can't think
children.
of the
We
word.
literally stop being mothers to our children. Even if we are.
She stopped being a mother. She stopped being a mother. Right? Women are nurturers. Yes, they are. They are. But look at all the ancients in the past. In Zinga, though a woman had children, she was a whole warrior in the Ashanti tribe in Ghana. Right? A woman is not supposed to be tied to the bed and the sink and the kitchen, right? Because there's many strings to a woman, right? She is also the consulate to her man, right? If she feels there's something off, she's the first one to say to the man, A, B, C, D, and E, right? And even in the biblical reference, there was Samson and Delilah or something where Delilah did a dance for the king, right? Because she knew the king loved her, right? So, and then the king said to her, whatever you ask for, I will give you. So Delilah did a whole dance and whatever, whatever, whatever. And she said to the king, I want the head of John the Baptist on a platter. Right? And that's when the king love of the consulate, because not only is she a nurturer, she has size, she can strategize with her man. She is the, what's it called, the first teacher. Yes, she is the first teacher. She's the one that the children is with for a long time, unless it's a man child, where the man child goes with the father and he has to do his rites of passage with his father. Therefore, if the father's not around, then the mother has to have to be like both sides in a kind of way, like where therefore like she'll be like, because I know people who was going football with their sons, doing loads of stuff with their sons. There's loads of strings to females. There's loads and loads and loads and loads of levels to being a woman. A woman is not just a bed warmer. I really truly believe that. A woman is not just a bed wench. A woman is not just there for your enjoyment. Even though, yes, that is the side that yes, a woman can play on as well, especially if the love is neutral. So, like I said, right, there is many strings to a woman, right, and even her loyalty, right, she will back a man unless pushed, and that's when she snaps, and then it'll be the next thing, right. So Leah doesn't know anything whatsoever, and on top of that, the older you get, the older a woman is, the more mature a woman is, the wiser her head is, because all that experience and all that stuff that she's learned, and even if she is by herself, some women don't want just a boyfriend, they want just a man, right? They want a companion. Some women just want companions, you know. So these women know not what they are talking about. They know not what they are talking about. Hell, I can even refer to Minister Farrakhan and his wife, Mother Tainetta. Okay. Mother Tainetta and Minister Farrakhan has been married for years. Years. Right? And I assure you, right, she is not only his wife, she is his consulate, she makes sure everything's good. She also looks over stuff. Right, you know, she knows where's what, and he knows where's what, and whatever. You know what I'm saying? That is a proper union. That's not based on just sex alone. Okay, so You either need to go through your rites of passage as a woman, right? Because many women don't go through rites of passage. They actually hit on a brick wall, and I feel these women's hit on a brick wall, and they're staying right there, deliberate. They're staying there. They can change it. All that life teaches you a lot as a woman, okay. But anyways, I'm gonna let him play.
And even if we, to help the white men build his world, and even if we are being mothers, we are being some bad mothers. Yeah. And even if we are being mothers, we are being some bad mothers. Because first of all, we instill it in our children. Thank you for the gifts, God. Thank y'all guys for the gifts. Because we just this.
But you're not with your children. I don't know why you're talking all this. To be honest, you're talking all this, but you're not with your children. You're not with your children. That's one thing Velvet has that you lot don't have. Velvet's with her children. She's literally over there with her children, taking care of her children, dying on her children, making sure they're good. You have no room to talk. There's no room to talk. If I was you, I wouldn't even respond. I would not have even responded because you lot just sound stupid at this point. You know, you're not a mother. You're not. Well, I is not a mother. For her to breastfeed somebody else, yes, there is wet nurses. There's been wet nurses for how many centuries and how many bygone centuries. Yes. But the way how she wet nursed Ellie, that does not make you a mother because you don't even care for your own sons. Now you have a chance where you can contact your children. There's no nature boy around you no more. You can literally go and contact your boys, find out how they're doing, find out what, their achievements, how far they got in life, what they, you have the opportunity to break the seal, right? You literally well, look, there I go talking their stupid literally lingo. You can go and you can contact your sons. There's no men to say that you can't. There's no juju around there saying that you can't. There's no jacks telling you that you can't. You can literally go and talk to your sons, right? And I think I don't know where they got daughters, but I know they got sons. So you have no room to talk, none whatsoever.
This is his commissary money. Y'all gotta make sure y'all still. Yeah, put the money on his books. Y'all gotta still be here and take care. And make sure he got clothes. Make sure he got essentials that he need. Everything that he need. Food. He needs sweatsuits. He needs socks. He needs underwear. He needs t-shirts. He need because when he was out here, he was balling. He was balling on y'all niggas. So why he in there and why he going through this? He's still gonna be king, but while he in there, you still gotta support and make sure we're gonna make sure.
What he king of? What is he king of? Because in prison there is levels. For my understanding of prison, there's levels to it. Apparently, I don't know. I've never been. I don't want to go. I wouldn't want to be in prison. But what I'm saying is, there's a pecking order. There's a pecking order. So how is he king if they was wanting him to come bringing contraband and stuff in to them and all that, right? How is he king? Even now, he has a sneak phone in where he at now, right? These women talk rubbish. There's a pecking order in prison, literally, amongst the prisoners. Right? Even in Jamaican prisons, there's a pecking order of certain stuff. You come in there for doing something, boy, hurting women, children, whatever. Well, even Wade Wilson is learning that lesson. Where he at? That he's a king. He talks such rubbish.
That's
Yeah,
great.
I'm gonna make sure of it. I'm gonna make sure of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure he get what he need.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure he remains king.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, ladies. So I have a
Because we, you know,
Protect
Put the threes
us.
up.
people really mad.
For what though? We doing something honorable. Like,
Y'all literally so mad that he's so powerful that he could do what he doing. And you know, let me just get close to y'all real quick. Y'all know the reason I look weird sometimes? We be fighting these fucking demons. Let me just get close to y'all real quick. Y'all know the reason.
You be fighting your demons because you haven't done what you're supposed to do. You lot said that you lot was going over there getting taught your shadow work and all this, that and the other. They ain't learned nothing. They ain't learned nothing. Look at her face. Actually, she looks much better than she looked in a long time because she was looking so skinny and raggedy and everything else with it. She looks so much better here. I can actually say Malia looks so much better, and I've seen her over the years. I've seen her wilter down to nothing. She looks so much healthier because she's eating now. They're not rationing food like how many people that have to ration food. And when the pot's done, like, you know, one person don't eat out of all of them. She's eating. So I don't know why she goes on like, yeah, right, fighting demons is like this and that, like that. You need to be around real people who's actually doing the stuff. There's Queen Afua. I know people don't like her or whatever issues they got with her, but some of the women do actually go through their rites of passage with Queen Afua. I don't see why they talk about conscious community, right? But they're on the social media, so called in conscious community. There is a real conscious community out there, a real functioning conscious community out there. There's all kind of herbalists, holistic practices, therapists, all sorts out there. And these women choose not to delve, not to be part of that. They rather go to wholesale. They think going to wholesale, what's it, that place? I forgot even what the place is called now. And that's living naturally or whatever the case may be. I've seen vegetarians where they're so fussy where they source their food from. They're fussy. They think conscious community is just wrapping your head and all sorts of things. I've seen women in the conscious community with weaves on. You know, some they dress, and it doesn't necessarily mean because you wear a headscarf that you are a conscious person, or you're a rasta or whatever. Because people get it so mixed up when they see a head wrap. They get all mixed up. There are so many denominations out there. This lady was going like first they were Muslim or trying to be Sunni Muslim or whatever. I don't know what type of Muslim they was trying to be. Few people called it out. They said they have no Muslim lady will be sitting on Bigo or doing what they're doing, listening to the music that they're listening to. None of that. So, you know, right? You talk about all this. Oh, what's it? I'm fighting demons. People be working through their stuff every single day. Even people who's not part of certain communities, they'll be fighting through their stuff, as you call them, demons, every day, every single day. See, even the categories with me, every single day. So it's like they're still doing this. Oh, we're fighting with our demons. No, you're fighting with yourself. That's who you're fighting with. Because it's like you want to, like at first you look like you wanted to leave or you wanted to be out of this, and then you stayed. You stayed for what? Because like you want to feed Nature Boy where he at. You know, you want to see who's the last man standing in this, these quartet of women. Yes. So, anyways, let me play.
Reason I look weird sometimes, we be fighting these fucking demons.
Yeah.
It ain't this spiritual shit. This spiritual psychological journey ain't easy. It ain't what you think it is.
Hell no.
You gonna fucking go crazy.
You ain't on no spiritual journey. You are mentally gone. You have mental health. You ain't on no spiritual journey. You call it a spiritual journey. In your mind, you think it's a spiritual journey. A spiritual journey is so different than what you think it is. Right? So please don't listen to these women, okay? They're talking rubbish. They don't know what it is. They don't know what it looks like, how it feels like, nothing at all. Right? They're only gone by what they've been told by Nature Boy, and they believe every word he says. Like I said, if he say jump, they jump. It'd be like Coming to America. They jump. Like, you know, like when like she says, when he asks her a question and she goes to him, anything you like, my king, my prince. These are the type of women these women are.
You're gonna lose your mind every now and then because you're purging. Yeah. This is a purge of all your ancestors, all your mother's genetics, your grandmother, your sister, your aunt, your cousin, her cousin, your daughter, everybody. Bitch, we gotta purge. This shit ain't gonna look pretty.
Come on.
Cause you know what? Let me go get my weed. Go get my weed. Go get my weed. Go get my herb. Cause you know what? Let me go get my weed.
Okay, you see this point here where she's telling her what to do. I'm trying to figure out what movie character she reminds me of. There's a movie character that she reminds me of. I thought it was Coming to America, but it can't be Coming to America. There is, if you can tell me the character she reminds you of, right? When she starts ordering these girls, these women, these girls, because they're girls, when she starts ordering the girls and telling them to bring the panther picture and put behind me, is it Cruella? I don't know. I'm trying to think. I can't think right now. I'm sure it will come to me, but I just can't think right now. But she reminds me of a whole character. It's so strange. I was saying it in the chat because I was trying to literally figure out the character she reminded me of. I was working my brain, but I couldn't think.
Go get my weed. Go get my weed. Go get my herb. Because I'm a get wicked. This shit get wicked. You want to start Louisiana? Please get my weed. Okay. Get my weed.
Okay.
This shit ain't. It's not something that it look good. I can dress it up, but this shit it gets real. I do. Eligio is God.
Facts. Leo is God. Oh shit.
Let me tell you something for real. I am the queen. I am the queen.
Okay, let's keep it a whole stack, Malia, aka Tanisha Dule. What are you the queen of? Eligio Bishop, aka Nature Boy, aka Chief, life in prison, plus 10 years without the
Play.
Yes. Let's just get that for a minute. I am the queen. I am the queen.
You are queen of nothing. Absolutely zero. Absolutely zilch. She's queen of nothing. Queen of zero. Okay. Stop saying you're the queen like you won a prize. You ain't won nothing. You fought for this, and this is where you were at. First, it looked as though like you did not want to be the queen at first, to be honest with you. So you're lying to yourself. The only reason why like you're kind of glad that you're the queen now at this present time because Nature Boy ain't there. Because if he was there, this will be a whole different conversation, right? She was looking like she wanted to run from this man, right? Is that deep? She was one. She was ready to give up that queenhood too quick. I think yes, she was. But you're saying it to Velvet like it's something. I don't even think Velvet's even bothered at this point. I think Velvet's over it, to be honest. From what I've seen of that video, what Medea put up, I think Velvet's over it. I don't even feel Velvet cares. You're queen. Queen of Swords. Please, please shut up.
And I stand firm in who I am, and I am the queen. I am the queen. I am the queen. Come on. Can I say it a couple of more times? Let me get my herb ready, y'all. We getting our herb ready.
Oh yeah, go.
Oh yeah, it's been I forgot, y'all. We can't smoke in the camera, huh?
Mm-hmm. You gotta put we can go to the side.
You know what? You should have. I would have loved to see what Bigo do to you guys when you lot did roll up and smoke. This woman's a whole idiot. Honestly, oh my god.
A little bit like
yep,
right here on the side, right here.
Yeah. She said, please slide it for the people in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's she? Please slide it for the people in the back.
Y'all put some crowns in the building. I want to feel like a queen. Put my crown in my building. Put the crown in the building for me. I want to feel like a queen.
Shall I tell you why she's saying that? Because when Velvet was talking, Velvet got a crown on the PK or something, innit? So that's why she wanted the right. Normally they would have sent her a crown already. You know what I mean? They would have sent her a crown or send them a couple things. Would have been like, you know, the screen's very active on Bigo. If you've been over to Bigo, you know how active it is, right? So, well, when before she even said that she was the queen, because most of the people would already know, so they would have sent her a crown. So obviously, even the audience don't look at you like a queen. So they're asking them to send you a crown, or begging to send you a crown. It's crazy because what Velvet did, because the thing about Velvet, she learned very well from Nature Boy how to coin. Well, I mean, like, she ain't even got words that she coined. She just talks and lets off. And she don't even cover her mouth. She literally talks. She talks without no apology. That's Velvet. That's the Velvet I know. Velvet's still the same to this day. The older she gets, that's what I see. She has not changed. The only difference is she's not wearing the feathers and she's not wearing all the extras and the headscarves and the this and the that and the other. Right? She's literally a normal woman on like you know if we didn't know her from social media, she'd just be like a regular woman on the street, basically, right? So when she was talking, right, Velvet, when Velvet, when I will show some of it, right, they sent her a crown. They sent her a little crown, a small crown, because I think they was impressed at the fact that she's looking after her children. Right, she was getting the son shoes and different things and different. The only problem I had with that whole live, what Velvet did was that man. There's a man who popped up on the PK, and he was quite creepy. He was very creepy, questionable, very creepy, right? And he was saying to her that he got some stuff for children or something. So the whole chat found it quite creepy, especially he asked her dress and this and that and the other and the other. Right? It was so weird, right? But in truth, yes, she takes care of the children. she's not the perfect to be, and she. And what this lady is, when I feel when Malia saw that she got a crown, she must have said, "Hell no!" You know, there's those stupid women who be in the background, like hell to the no, like. You know, instead of Malia doesn't know how to be herself. She really doesn't know how to be herself. She's always taken on Nature Boy's personality, so-called persona, and other people's persona. Even when Janae was there, they was dressing like Janae apparently used to dress there, and you can tell, you know, right? Velvet used to hate when they was with Eligio. So every time, or Nature Boy, when every time Velvet got back with Nature Boy, she would, what you call it, put the women in, couple them up with the guys in the cult, right? And sometimes it never, even most of the time it worked out, and other times it didn't. Even to a fact that how Pisces all got caught up with Malia, in between Malia and Nature Boy, where like he even said to Pisces he was boring her. Thinking, what? How can you he was boring her. That was the words, right? He was mad with her, and then I think she said to Nature, well, I think I'm falling for Pisces or something like that, and there was a whole kerfuffle. Okay, so she this asking for a crown. That's why. Well, sorry, I think I did let off my point, but I got let off my point because every time I talk about these women, I have flashbacks, and then I start remembering the stuff I've seen. So I will just verbalizing for the ones who do not know who these women are, right? So because she saw Velvet got the crown, she wants a crown too. She wanted Bigo to send her a crown. That's the size of it, okay? And this was after Velvet got her off her live, that they come on so that they can do their response to her, which is ridiculous. The whole response was stupid. The whole response. Because the whole of YouTube, social media, because remember, he used to have platforms all over the damn place. Even I couldn't even keep up with it half the time. I was actually, when those reactors used to follow him all over the place, I could only follow him in some places. And even then, it was getting tired following him to a certain point. Right? These women was not treated as queens. These 3/4 wasn't treated as queens. Never was. Efru, like I said, he hated Efru a lot. He used to use her. He did a whole Twitter, and he would use her up in the cover and film it and all sorts of craziness. He used up Malia. He used up Aya, and then after a while, right, he stopped being around her. Right? Then what would happen is when he couple up certain women, he would go and he retrieved them. Sheba was one of them. Or I forgot if Kendra was one of them. He would go and retrieve them. They had no choice. The men had no choice. They just had to lie down there and take it. Half the time, the men wouldn't even stand up to him. Right? So her saying she's a queen means nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. How many years are you going to be doing this for? At what point are you going to say, okay, I've had enough? Right? You know that stupid song came into my head when a woman's fed up. But yes, I'm not even going to talk. I'm not even going to use that pedophile song. But anyways, when are you going to get fed up? When are you going to say, okay, I've had enough? This is it for me. I'm out. Because loads of members left under cover of darkness. They were not allowed to leave. That's why he got what's it, entrapment, I think it was. Medea knows all the blinking charges. We can't remember all the charges, right? And he used to say that how if a woman resisted when you wanted to sleep with her, that was even better. I said, wow. When, like, he used to say a lot of stuff, a lot of controversial things. So you know, you're not a queen. You're not a queen. You're not seen as that, and you know, it's just crazy to me. Anyways, let me stop.
But the crowd's in the
Come on,
back, y'all.
imagination. Oh, she in here.
Facts.
Okay, sure.
Here you go, Chloe.
She didn't want it in the chat. She wanted one of those virtual crowns on her head. That's what she wanted. That's what she wanted. But instead, there was throwing crowns in the chat. See? So even imagination don't even look like you like that. They don't respect you.
Us. Like, we imagination.
Imagination.
Yeah, we done elevated past that already. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Peace,
goddess. Pieces.
Peace.
Oh yeah, it gets silly after this point too, where she starts threatening Shaka. Like, I'm gonna forward it. Because this lady that's on the panel with her have no idea who Malia is. None whatsoever. You know, I'm going to show a little bit of this lady because this lady really irked me. I'm not going to lie. She irked the life out of me. Yeah? Do you know what? If my screen's playing about, I'm going to stop it, you know? Because I hate gaps in between. It's so annoying. Let me just play that little part and then I'm going to go. I'm just going to leave it. Hold on. Looks like it's still sharing. It's there. Oh, it's nearly done as well.
Yeah, too.
Yes.
I love that your energy blesses me and graces with your beautiful spirit.
I'm grateful.
Yes. And I see the haters in here too. But you know, you gotta have them. You ain't doing shit if you don't have haters. So
Really?
hi haters. I'm sure y'all are.
Okay.
I hate people with mindset like this. I mean, I get it. I do. I really get it. But at the same time, it's such a ridiculous mindset. It's like being in high school, you know, where it's like the mean girls, the popular girls, the unpopulars. It's like that. It's really quite weird to me, you know, when I mean, I've heard of the word when, you know, oh, people are my haters. Like, if you're doing something, right, and you're doing it righteously, you're doing it with your heart, and you're doing it because you mean well. And I'm not saying like it's all kumbaya and all that stuff, right? But it's like it's very immature thinking. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the haters hate. No, sometimes I feel that how when you say that there's something wrong with you as a person, your whole mindset is messed up. Because if you're doing great things, you're doing great things. You're doing like in these women's cases, right? They are toxic to their own self. They are their worst enemy. There was in a whole cult for how many years, and you know, some people's for them, and some people's for velvet, and some people's for whatever the case may be. And to me, like you are your biggest critic. Your biggest critic, apart from people from the outside, you are your biggest critic of all, right? Because when we switch off the social media, it's just us and ourselves, me and myself. And I think that's where people get it all mixed up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like how social media is taking a lot of things down crazy, toxic places and holes and all that people is prepared to talk about haters. Me, if people dislike me because they dislike me, there's something about me they dislike. Some people might not verbalize it or whatever, but I think more on social media is like being it's the acceptance of certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. I've never read Neely Jr. and all them stuff. I think I watched a bit of Frances Quest Wilson, and she talks about all this stuff. And this is exactly what's happening in 2024. How deep people are, you know, people will accept you no matter what. You know what I mean? You can be the lowest of the lowest, you can be the highest of the highest, whatever. And this is what I feel. So where social media goes a bit crazy on certain stuff. So when this woman is saying that, sounding like a whole bad valley girl, mean girl kind of mindset, right? It's weird. It's odd because there's little girls that's growing up and they see this and they think, oh, well, that one's a hater. No, there's a picture, there's a great, beautiful picture that's out there with another woman crowning her sister, her friend, or whatever. There's nothing wrong with being like that. Not everybody's your hater. Not everybody's out to hate. Not everybody's got that mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, people come from all different walks of life. Yes, fair enough. Bigo is a very toxic app. It is a very toxic app. When you're over there, it's very toxic. It's very toxic, right? But then it's left for you to make a decision whether or not you want to be in the app or not. And that's why I feel that these women got on there, not only because they gotta make money for Nature Boy and stuff like that, but it's what this woman says. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me. It's like, wow, like, am I the only one who thinks differently like that? I mean, maybe because I've gone through certain schools and certain understandings, been through a few things, seen a few things. I don't know what it is. I just think that how it's very mad. Like, not everybody's a hater. You know what I mean? Not everybody's for see your downfall. Nobody want to see you on your face. I'm actually happy when I see people doing great things. That's why I always share Shahida and Badil, because I've seen them from beginning to where they are at now, till now they're having a baby. There's another one called something Hicks, right? There is great people on social media as well, and not everybody's a hater. Some people literally is inspired by people, is inspired by what they do, is inspired by how they move, certain stuff, and they will ideally go out and they change their own life and become something. Not everybody's a hater. This word hater is so ridiculous. I don't know. People need to explain this to me in the comment section where this come from, because I don't get it. Like, you know what I mean? If I see someone dressed nice, I say, wow, you look pretty. You look beautiful. I know. And it's like not in a whatever way you're thinking like that. It's like, wow, she looks really pretty. Right? She looks beautiful. Or, wow, that couple looks beautiful. It doesn't mean to say that I'm hating on your relation, or I'm a hater. Where does that come from? Where does that mindset come from? To me, I think that's a divide, a division process sort of my mentality. It's a division sort of mentality. I don't know where we get it from, and this is where I feel like the Willie Lynch letter is part of it as well. Though the stupid, ignorant imagination refers to it, the Willie Lynch letter quotes that you will turn against your, like, the young ones will turn against the old ones, and the old ones will turn against the young ones. The men will turn against the women will turn against the men. I think there is a section of the Willie Lynch letter that actually specifies about that, the breaking down of a slave. And these women are in chains, but they don't see it. So though they use, and they're so quick to use the Willie Lynch letter, what you're doing right now is the Willie Lynching on social media, because you're saying, oh, that was a hater, this was a hater, this was a hater. Sometimes it's not always the case. Yes, there's people that probably do hate certain people, but not everybody's for your downfall, once again. But anyways, let me just stop.
Hey, troll.
You ain't got no haters.
But I didn't want to interrupt you. Go ahead, Queen. You were sounding off.
For real though.
She and her
We got to. Yeah. We look good, don't we? We make this look good, don't we?
We doing work with everybody.
We make probably look good, don't we?
Now she's looking for the lady to give her that acknowledgement that she probably doesn't get amongst the women, or that they don't get amongst certain people. We look good, don't we? If you look good, you look good, innit? Do you need acknowledgement from everybody? You know what I'm saying? We make him look good. What about making your own self look good? What about you feeling good within yourself? I have good days, bad days, whatever. My brain's be on some craziness sometimes. I'll be like having out of body experiences walking down the road, because like I'll be like looking at, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you are your critic. You are your critic. They love themselves, but they don't love themselves. They don't love themselves. I love myself. You don't love yourself. Don't love yourself. You love the idea of yourself. Because that's what this is. This is your idea. Oh, we make Pappy look good, innit? What the hell? Why not making your own self look good? What about dressing? What about being you? I don't even think he cares, really. Because he don't like women. He doesn't. He doesn't. These thick heads here doesn't understand it, or they don't get it. It's either that, or you've been watching too much Empire. Too much of those little shows, something, whatever, whoever you're trying to portray on screen right now, whatever personality you're trying to take on right now. Because this is a personality she's taken on.
Y'all know
Natural beauty. This is real beauty.
How many people know that a black man can get locked up but still?
Beauty is, my love, is in the eye of the beholder. You could be the ugliest person on the street. You can be the most downtrodden one on the street. There's always someone who would love you for who you are. Beauty is skin deep. Beauty is what Cleopatra, was it Cleopatra? Got one of those Roman soldiers to fall in love with her. Okay? Beauty is very skin deep. How did I say it right? Skin deep. Eye of the beholder. All what glitters is not gold. How about that one? All what glitters is not gold. See, right, you can look nice and shiny on the outside, and inside, right, your heart dark as night, black as night. Right, there also used to be on Facebook, there's a picture of a beautiful lady looking into the mirror, and in the mirror there's a demon looking right back at her. So you can be the most beautifulest thing to look at, but then you can be a demon on the inside.
Have beautiful wives still supporting him and live together.
Come on,
that's crazy.
And keeping that coochie tight.
Come on now.
Keeping a coochie tight. Okay. Come on, that topic. Come on.
Right.
And isn't it amazing how you come to the lowering of the whole thing you're there talking about, you're underneath, because you have no conversation. If it's not about sex, you have no conversation. How many times have I said to these women, men, if a man just goes to you just for that alone, there's a problem with that. There's got to be more to you than that. Men love a mystery. They love it. The more mysterious you are, the more they love it. Right? You have to lower the tone by talking about your Volvo. It's like, wow. They really have no conversation. They talk about high vibrational. Oh, but we're on high vibrational, and then you lower the whole tone by talking like that. But then again, that's what Nature Boy was about. I don't even know why I'm even bothering saying all this, because that's what he was about anyway. He wasn't really about anything. But most of the things he learned third, second, third, fourth, fifth hand from somewhere else. He didn't go sit down at the foot of a teacher and learn. Because you have to be a very humble person so you can sit at the foot of a teacher. Even monks and stuff, Sherling monks has to do that. Even Bruce Lee and others had to learn. Lower the whole room. Jeez. The whole tone's gone down now. It's gone down the gutter hole.
Hey.
On lock though.
Right.
For real.
On lock though.
No, you guys look amazing. I'm very proud of y'all for just standing 10 toes down as a wife should.
Watching is literally a miracle, and it's amazing. And I'm grateful because you've been a part of the beautiful growing journey.
I'm happy to be a part of this and support.
Give the herb.
Yes, free Nature Boy. Free Nature Boy is free.
Probably.
You are what Black women should be, keeping it loyal. That's a fact.
Yeah, if you don't want it, yeah.
You, you are what you are what black women should be. What? Keeping it loyal? No, they're doormats. They're doormats to this guy. He wiped his feet on them. There's a picture. I don't even know whether I could find it now. There's a picture with Nature Boy have putting his whole foot on her head. There's a whole picture with Nature Boy got his whole foot on her head. She's a doormat. She's unimportant. She thinks she's important to him. She's his so-called queen, but she's not. Because she had to fake smile in photographs doesn't make her a queen. I don't know, man. Sorry about the silence. I'm just like, I'm flabbergasted sitting here. You don't know.
That.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yes.
We have
And real women.
Y'all get this camera right now, or I'm gonna turn up. Y'all get the camera.
Okay, yes.
Adjust yourself in the camera, right? Yeah. I'm gonna turn up. Come on. Y'all know how we do.
Oh shit. We don't want that right now.
Man, now the
Don't
earth.
play with me. Come on. Don't play with me.
Facts. I can see all three of you guys perfectly.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me. What the heck? Don't play with me. Don't what? You can tell she's high here. Literally. She's been high all through from before till now. She's been high all the way through this whole thing. That's why she's talking to her like that. And then she went and rolled her up some good stuff. And then she probably had a drink or two or three. That's why she's slurring. Because she's not formulating the words. If you listen carefully, because I have days like that, I don't formulate my words very well. I have to be in a certain state of mind for my words to come out all properly and straight like. You know what I'm saying? She had a couple shots or something, smoked something, and she's high. She's way high. They're all high. They're all high sitting on there, all of them.
Cool.
Looking beautiful.
Thankful.
I'm grateful. Y'all know. Wow. It's 1.3K in the building.
All right.
Wow. Y'all show all this love to our king.
Some people are just there to see the train wreck, honey, bunny. They're just thinking, oh my god, these girls are still riding for this guy. I can't believe it. I gotta go and watch. I gotta go look. That's why there's so many people there. That's why there's so many people watching. Even me, when I went to Medea and I watched, I'm just like, what the hell? You know, you're listening and you're just like, what did she just say? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, anyways.
Wow.
That's
Even the haters are showing love.
That's a lot of love.
Wow.
Yeah. This all want to go towards his
We
comment.
miss him.
Oh, it's been a minute. Wait, hold on.
Even they're saying, like, all the people throwing all the gifts is going towards his commissary. That's what they keep saying. They said it all the way through this whole, from quarter, most of the live is all going to his commissary. That's the goal. So she's thinking it's love, but most of the people are just there because of Nature Boy. It's not really because of them, because like at one point they couldn't even hold the room properly. They couldn't do certain stuff. Whereas like he can do a whole skit, a whole something else, and all that. They cannot hold a room. They're like Solar. Solar can just about hold a room right now because he's gotten better at it. But they are just there. Some people are just there for the train wreck because they want to, because a lot of people know of who Malia is and Imagination and Carbonation is and stuff like that. So she's there like, wow, wow, wow. Like, yes, there is some still Nature Boy supporters around, so yeah, that's what people's there for. Not there for nothing else.
I like that they said her name Release regardless. That's love, my king.
I say for
3 is free. 3 is free. 3 is free.
It's free. That's a fact.
Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do. We celebrate for the 3. Shu, you have some questions for us?
Oh, you know I got questions all day and night. Okay, so I'm trying to, as a wife, understand what y'all are going through, which is unimaginable.
Let me tell you something.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so wait. I'm thinking.
Okay.
So if anybody
Take
wants
your
to ask us questions,
She can't answer the question. The woman asked you a question. So, as a wife, how do I get through a man who's in prison or so? She couldn't answer the question. You see what she did? She put on the music. She couldn't answer the question because you're not a wife. You don't know what it is to be a wife. You're a concubine.
just get in contact with Shu, and Shu gonna stay in contact with you, give her the questions, and so she can ask.
Why didn't you just answer her right then and there? She asked you a question. Why didn't you just answer her question? You send it to another person and then you tell her that how she's the one who's going to answer your question. What? I didn't notice that. Where was I when that happened? I didn't see. I can't remember this part happening. The woman asked you a question. You send her to another person, so they're answering it on the spot. You couldn't answer the question. Wow.
Because Shu is our assistant for now on. So if anybody want to have any questions for us, you direct it to Shu so we can be in communication. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I will be handling all
nobody have
communication
direct
from here.
access to us but Shu. Yo, wait. I'm gonna just acknowledge. I literally just hit the herb. Hold on.
Facts. I feel like
Love it. Hold on. Y'all know how we
Oh, they smoked that za.
in it right now is God before you.
yes.
And I don't think you're ready because you're so
No.
comfortable and so used to what you've been used to in this system. It has kept you so comfortable. It has kept you so disrespectful to the black man.
Yes.
Very.
To yourself, black woman.
Why is she putting a face like that? Oh God. I can make my point without making all them damn faces. I'll just make my point. Oh my gosh, I'm going into 2 hours. Do you know what? I'm going to come back. I'm not going to go into 2 hours on this because then it's going to go into a whole 3 hours and then it's going to be all long-winded. Thank you for coming. And I will come back and do a part 2. I'm not going to let this go into 3 hours. I'm going to come back and do a part 2 because these women are very funny. It's very funny to me. And I want to show the headdress one. The headdress one is quite interesting. I'm hoping Fundi Feed will see that because there's so many things going on in that video. So many things going on in the video. Lots of things going on in that video. And a couple people called it out while in the chat. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it right here and I'll see you in the next one. Please put in the comment what you see going on the screen with these women. And if you have watched Carbonation over the years, please leave your comment underneath. I mean, I only come up here and talk about it when I see certain stuff and I just think, okay, I'll just do little thoughts on it. But on them, shall I say, I keep saying it, on them. But yeah, I just thought I'll just do a little kind of a reaction. I can't even get my words around that after watching these people, these women yeah, it's like your whole conversation words just goes. Like after a while, it's like you have to break away from certain ones, you know. But anyways, I will be back and I'll do a part two, okay, soon, and I'll let you lot know, and I'll just do it, okay. So with that said, I'll see you later. Take care. Bye.